What's going on, guys? Welcome to a new episode of the Training for Victory series, and in today's video it's a very interesting topic. That's why I'm rubbing my hand like that. Very excited to talk about that because it's something that's been in my mind for many years, but I had a reminder after a friend of mine sent me a text this week, which I'm going to talk about something that I heard in the gym. So I was like, you know what, maybe it's time for me to do a video as a men's physique competitor, as a men's physique athlete. I want to talk about men's physique. Is it easy to do? Yes or no? Something that you're interested to know? Don't go anywhere. It's going to be good. You know, I've been competing as a men's physique athlete since 2013, and I've heard it all. I've heard it all. Especially when men's physique first came out. It was some of the jokes that people used to say back then in 2013 in the UK. I believe men's physique came out in America earlier, like 2011 or probably 2011. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but when men's physique got introduced in the UK, because I was lucky enough to be part of the first group of athletes to compete in the first ever season, and lucky enough to qualify for the first ever UK men's physique British finals. So I remember people used to laugh about it, like, oh, what's this men's physique? Why are they wearing ball shorts? You know what I mean? Why are they wearing ball shorts? What are those poles? What the hell is that? Why do they put their hands on their hips? Do you know what I mean? Why are they wearing ball shorts? Again, that was the main thing. Why are they wearing shorts? Why are they wearing shorts? Why their legs look tiny? There was a lot of, I don't know if I can say, there was some negativity about men's physique introduction, but there's always a bit of negativity when there's something new. A lot of people don't like changes, or some people take time to accept the introduction of something new, because when you're used to something and something else comes, it's very rare that you're just going to jump into it. You're going to be like, oh, what is this? Why? What's the point? So a lot of those things that were being said in 2013 are still being said in 2019. Men's physique has been around for a few years now. You still consider it as new because it's still growing, it's still progressing every year. Like, if you look at the first ever Mr. Olympia men's physique compared to the one last year, you can't even compare in terms of muscle quality, maturity, size, and in terms of how many people are now competing as a men's physique athlete compared to when it first came out. The numbers just increased. There's so many more people that want to compete as men's physique athlete. And that's when people think the reason why is because it is easier, it's easy. And that's not the case. And I'm not saying this just because I'm a men's physique competitor, but I strongly don't believe that there's any class that you can describe as easy, whether it's men's physique, bikini, open bodybuilding, classic, 212, or even some federations that do classes like muscle model and stuff like that. I don't believe there's any class that you can describe as easy, because we're talking about trying to take our physique to a level that not everyone can do. We're talking about trying to take our physique to a condition of body fat so low that when you flex, you see things that you're thinking, wow, I didn't even know that shit was there. While we're dropping all the fat, still trying to keep as much muscle as possible. Not everyone can do that. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter what class you're doing, it's not going to be easy. And that includes men's physique. That's the reason why I don't believe it's right to say that men's physique is easy. Like, I've read many times online, and I've seen people saying online many times, oh, doing men's physique is easy. You can train for 3-4 months and you're ready for a show, and you can even win it and you can do well. And I'm thinking, man, why do people say stuff like that? And that's when I take it personally myself, because when I heard things like you don't have to train hard to do men's physique, I'm thinking, hold on a minute, because I know how much work I'm putting myself in the gym.
19, come on, 20, 21.
You can ask anyone in my gym, they'll tell you, I don't play. You know what I mean? I have goals to improve my physique and I have goals to win shows, so I don't have time to play around. So I know how hard I train. I know how hard my competitors are trained as well. You know what I mean? So when I hear people saying, oh, you don't need to train hard to do men's physique, yes, I do feel a bit insulted because it's like, what are you trying to say? Like, I don't need to train hard? Well, you think I go to the gym and I spend half an hour on Instagram, do a couple of biceps curls, a bit of abs, a bit of cardio, and that's it? Come on. You know, so that's why I take it as an insult. Because let me tell you something, that you wanted to believe it or not. Getting ready for a show, whether you're doing men's physique, or whether you want to compare a men's physique competitor or an open bodybuilder, the procedure to get to the stage, there's more similarity than what you believe. We have to diet hard, we have to train hard, and we have to do our cardio. So, as a men's physique athlete myself, I train hard in the gym, I stick to my diet hard, and I do my cardio. An open bodybuilder, we train hard, we do the cardio, and we eat the diet and do the cardio. So it's the same steps. The main difference is that you will see from myself and the open bodybuilder is, one, we don't lift the same amount of weight. But does that mean that because I don't lift the same amount of weight that I don't train hard? We all have different level when it comes to strength. You cannot compare. You cannot compare. You cannot judge somebody hard work based on the weight that they're lifting, because the weight that I'm lifting that's heavy for me, that could be somebody else's warm up, and the weight that somebody else lifts that's heavy for them, that could be my warm up. So we're all different level in terms of strength, but it doesn't mean that we don't train hard. You know, for example, it's not because someone is struggling with 20 kg to do dumbbell presses, and then me, I'm here doing that with 46 or 50s. It doesn't mean that the person, I'm not going to say, oh, you're weak, you don't even train hard. No, you're training hard, you're pushing yourself. We're all making progress in terms of strength. One day, that 20 will be your warm up. You know, so don't judge someone hard work based on the weight that they're lifting, because we're all different, we all at different level in terms of strength. So myself as a men's physique athlete, I won't lift the same amount of weight as an open bodybuilder. Doesn't mean that I don't train hard. You know, my intensity, my training is always high. You know, the other difference is we don't eat the same amount of food, but the similarity in the food that you're eating. You know, we still stick to the basics: fish, curd, broccoli, vegetables, sweet potatoes, rice, you know, chicken, beef, and all that. You know, the food that we're eating is not different from an open bodybuilder. The main difference is will be the quantity of the food, you know, and the cardio. We all have to do cardio, because, like I said, we try to bring our body to a body fat so low that everything, all the definition comes out and make the body looks 3D while keeping as much muscle fullness as possible. So that's why I say there's a lot more similarity between the men's physique athlete and the open bodybuilder that you think, you know. So the process to get ready for a show is the same process. So you cannot say that a men's physique athlete has it easy. All you have to do is train abs and chest and arms, and that's it. Come on, man. You know, so it's not true when people say men's physique is easy. It's not true. You know, to get ready to go on stage is not easy at all, no matter the class that you're doing. Okay, and the other thing as well, which is a text that a friend of mine, Nigel, sent me. He was at the gym, because Nigel is a friend of mine, my training partner that you've seen in some of my previous videos, and we also getting him ready for his first men's physique show in October. So you heard someone say, oh, men's physique is easy because you don't have to train legs. And when he sent me that text, I started laughing. I was like, you know what, tell this guy to come and train with me on the leg day. Because I can guarantee you, it doesn't matter how big you are or how strong you are. Train legs with me, you will feel it for days. You will feel it for days. There's not been a single person who trained legs with me that did not feel the pain until the next leg day session. Trust me, you know. And I'm a men's physique athlete. You know, I don't believe in because I'm going board short, I don't have to train my legs. No, you know, because like I said, I did not start training to compete. I did not start training to be a men's physique athlete. I started training because I wanted to get muscle from head to toes, from toes to head. That include the legs. You know, yes, legs are a very stubborn muscle of mine. You know, it takes a bit slower to grow compared to the upper muscle group. But trust me, on the leg day, I train them as hard as I can.
1, 2, 3, come on.
Come on.
Yep. And again, come on.
Oh yeah.
I train them harder that on the chest day. Man, you cannot come and tell me that I don't train legs. You know what I mean? Some men's physique athletes might not train legs. You know, because I've seen some men's physique athletes online say, oh, you don't need to train legs. If you want to train legs, it's up to you and stuff like that, but we don't get judged on them. That's their own opinion, but you cannot put everyone in the same bag. You know, a lot of the top men's physique athlete guys, you go on their pages and you see their legs, they have good pair of legs that match the upper body. And that's the whole point. You know, it's not about having the biggest legs, it's about balance. Make sure your legs match your upper body and your upper body match your lower body. You know, so it's not good to put everyone in the same bag, because I know some big guys that are very big there, but their legs don't match. You know, so are you going to say that all the big bodybuilders don't train legs? No, there's some bodybuilders, like there's some open bodybuilders that don't have a good pair of legs, that some men physique has better legs than them. Check Instagram, you'll see. You know, so you cannot put everyone in the same bag. That's what I'm trying to say. Overall, in general, majority of the men's physique athletes train legs as hard as they train any upper body part. You know, and you can see in the shorts, you know, some of them, their shorts about to, you know, explode. You can see in their Instagram, in the pictures, they take a lot of the legs pictures and you can see that they train them. You know, so people need to stop, because there's a lot of hate. I don't know why there's a lot of hate toward the men's physique for those reasons where people say, oh, I don't like men, I hate men's physique, I don't like it because they wear board shorts. So automatically, when people see someone wearing the board shorts, they automatically think they don't train legs. No, you need to think of the bigger picture. You know, when I started training, I did not see myself being a mass monster like a Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, you know, those big open bodybuilders. I never saw myself being big like this, and I don't want to get big like that. You know, so you need to understand, not everyone wants to be big like this, and not everyone can get big like that. But guess what? Not everyone can do men's physique as well. You know what I mean? So we all have a level that we can all reach, that we can all do. Some guys are made for the open bodybuilders. Some guys are made for classic bodybuilding. Some guys are made for men's physique. So there's a reason why there's different classes. It's for you to choose which one is best for your physique, which one is best suited for you. And that's the reason why when men's physique got introduced, I was like, you know what? What they're looking for is suited for me. Let me give it a go. And I did my first show, it was supposed to be a one-off. Many years later, yeah, I am now. You know, so if men's physique never got introduced, I would never be on stage, because like I said, competing was never part of the plan. I just wanted to build as much muscle as possible, which is still the case today. You know, I'm not restricting myself to stay in men's physique. Every day I'm trying to make progress. So if one day, because only God knows how long I'm going to compete for, but let's say if I'm competing for many, many more years and my body just starts to grow and grow and grow and grow, and I feel like, you know what, maybe I can change class and try classic physique or whatever, then I will change it, you know. But at the moment, my physique is made for men's physique, and I will stay in men's physique until my physique doesn't match the criteria that they're looking for me to change. So you have to understand that people choose their classes based on what's best for them. So you need to show respect to the people who decide to compete as a men's physique athlete instead of saying, oh, what are you doing men's physique? It's not real bodybuilding. This is men's bikini. They wear bow shows. They hide their legs. It's not about hiding legs. It's about people want to step on stage. People want to compete to show the hard work they put in. And men's physique seems to suit the physique the best. Like a lot of men's physique athletes jump to classic physique. You know why? Because after a few years, their body improves and they think, okay, my physique is no more men's physique no more. Maybe it's time for me to change. You need to respect that. So people need to stop saying things like doing men's physique is easy. Men's physique, you don't need to train legs. Men's physique is not bodybuilding. Men's physique is men's bikini. Listen, that joke about men's physique don't train legs, that was funny in 2011 or 2013. It's 2019 now. I can show you a lot of men's physique athletes that has better legs that some guys competing in bodybuilding classes. So show the respect to the men's physique guys. You know, if you don't like it, if you don't like the class, you have all the right to, but still show the respect, because like I said earlier in the video, there's no class that you can qualify or describe as easy. Because if it was easy, everyone will be able to get shredded and looking good. It's not easy. That's why a lot of people try, but not a lot of people make it, you know. So yeah, I just thought I'd give my opinion on that. Like, men's physique is not easy. So if you're thinking of competing and you never competed before and you decide to do men's physique, don't think that's going to be easy just because we might be smaller, men's physique are smaller than open bodybuilders. It's not, alright? So be prepared mentally and physically to put a lot of work, to do a lot of sacrifices, you know, and just be ready to, you know, to give your best all the time. No matter what class you are, bikini, men's physique, classic, 212 or whatever, open bodybuilding, you know, we all go through the same journey in a different way, but we have a lot more similarities in common than what people try to say, you know. So to answer to the question, is men's physique easy? No. Do you need to train legs for men's physique? That's that question. For me, when people ask me this, I always say, what if you stop competing tomorrow? You know, like if you decide not to train legs because you're doing men's physique and because we're not getting judged on legs, so you think, you know what, I'm going to put more effort on my upper body than my lower body. What happens if you stop competing tomorrow? You're going to look like an upside down Christmas tree, and you don't want to look like that. You know, you don't want to look like that. So for me, because the goal always been the same from day one, which is to look good from everywhere, legs will always be part of my training program, whether I'm doing men's physique or not. So I would advise all the men's physique athletes, still train your legs. There's something powerful about training legs. And training legs will help you grow your upper body anyway. You know, so don't skip leg day, because there's already people putting a bad name on the men's physique. Don't give them more reason to, you know. Train your legs. Don't worry if your legs don't match your upper body yet. As long as you keep training them, with years they will grow. Don't listen to the people saying, oh, that's what you do in men's physique. You know you train your legs, cool. Keep going, keep pushing, give everything you got. And trust me, those people that talk, especially on social media, Instagram, a lot of them that talk, their page on private, they look like shit and they're talking themselves, so don't even pay attention to them. So yeah, to all the men's physique guys out there, if you don't train legs, make sure that this week you start training your legs. Doesn't matter if you get judged or not. You want to have a full, complete physique. This is what bodybuilding is. It's not half a body. So don't let the idea of wearing board shorts making you skip leg day. Don't do that. Like I said, you don't want to give more reason for people to talk rubbish about the class. You know, you want the guys to respect the men's physique class. give them something to respect for. Okay, so men's physique, easy to compete in, easy to get ready for men's physique category. No. Do men's physique needs to train legs? I would advise you to train legs if you want to have a complete physique. Alright, so this was just a video that I thought I would share with you guys. It was something that's been in my head for many years, so you know, instead of doing a long post about it, I just do a video. And you guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you still think that men's physique, like, do you think that men's physique is a useless class? Do you think that men's physique should not exist? Do you think that men's physique is easy to compete? You know, or what do you guys think? Just let me know in the comments. And until the next video, stay motivated, keep working, and to all my men's physique guys, train your legs.